I'm just going to go live while I'm finishing this since, that's what people do apparently. I'm still finishing my warm up. My offspring, I don't know if you can hear, is throwing a fit because he wanted to play with my gigantic glass water bottle instead of the anything else with a twist off lid. And of course, that can fall on his face. So, also, the timer will not connect today for whatever reason. So, here we are. Welcome to the weekly review. Weekly review is that special time in our week where we, no matter what nonsense is happening in our lives, do our best to sit down and take a look at what we've committed to doing, how we feel about it, what is happening in the bigger picture world instead of the tunnel vision of do next thing, do next thing. So that's what we try to do as much as we can, is take a step back, look at our calendars, look at our tasks, look at our projects, like what is reasonable to do with our current resources, what is not reasonable to do with our current resources, and making changes if we realize, oh, this item isn't actionable for whatever reason, making it so, or getting rid of it, as the case may be. I have, for what it's worth, made a few. I don't know if I have big intentions. I sort of am on a quest to clear out my OmniFocus, but by the way, Ollie's going to be delayed today by a bit. I keep knocking my computer. That's not helpful. The big picture one is like, we're getting through it, my normal tasks. But I have a few specific things like plan a newsletter that I have, schedule a birthday thing, asking about a childcare thing, and fix one of them. And this is the one I wanted to highlight, is fixing a task in my OmniFocus that's recurring. And it is to fill Adderall, because that's the one you can't fill within the app for notifications because it's a controlled substance. We don't need to go into how much that sucks or why it is, but it does. And so it's the only prescription I really need a task for, because I can't just fill it with like a click of a button. But I've changed pharmacies. That is no longer accurate. It has a phone number that's not accurate. It has it says the wrong location. It's not accurate at all. So I feel like that is a really good example of something that one might come across in a weekly review and be like, oh, yeah, this actually doesn't reflect what I need to see from a task at all. And then, OmniFocus. And what was my other one? Reviewing project list. Okay. So I have written those. They're in actually my daily tasks for our ADHD guild, but it's fine. I can see them. Those are some of my intentions. We'd love to hear what yours are if you're here live or if you're watching later, whatever. We'd be happy to hear it. And Ollie may or may not say theirs when they get here. So I will start with my reviewing. And there's the big black spot that my automations keep popping up because my timer just won't. It started yesterday being wonky, and I realized this is a computer reboot. That's not the time for a computer reboot. So you're going to see a lot of big black box because all my automations for braking and whatnot will send it back to the thing with the timer. Except today, there's no time. Yeah. Okay. I have just thought of something that I would like to capture. My iPad's on the elliptical. So this is where I like to take notes of like whatever is occurring to me I have a particular app and a particular document in that app that'll just capture the things. And now let's see if I can remember what it was I was about to capture. I'm not sure why I have to tap to connect my Apple Pencil. I guess just because everything is not working today. Um, oh, I remember what it was. Mhm. Okay. So actions from a project just occurred to me. So just in terms of being like fully transparent, because we like to be ludicrously honest on these, I'm not feeling great today. I don't know what's up. I just know that I just have that like pit in my stomach and like lots of negative thoughts today. So I'm gonna go in knowing that there's some things that reviewing may not be beneficial to me, like seeing old tasks I wish I had already done. Unless I'm in a like angry, like get them out of my way mode, this is maybe not the mindset for that. And so things where I can feel empowered might be a good call, or things where they will feel like they're moving forward, some self-reflection, and possibly sometimes when we feel overloaded, it can like morph into like a mild um thing. So it's possible that some mind sweeping might be involved, although I just did that. Um, by the way, I think our next bonus review won't be until May 30th. So heads up. Good morning, Linnea. Welcome. What are you starting with? Okay, those need to go on my break list. And one of them quite far down. Um, Okay. Did I do this or did I not do this? Dang it. I had decided I was going to take an extra pill. I cannot remember if I did it or not. That's not great because extra means it's not in a vitamin container that will tell me. Okay, getting situated and then start reviewing overdue. Yeah. It's things that are done but not checked off. Oh man. Yeah. That is what I would readily put an AI to, if I was okay with their privacy policy and whatever. Like, does it seem like I did this task? Prompt me. If it seems like I did this task, prompt me to update it or check it off. Like that. Like one of those ones that's watching you all the time, but like not sending it back to somewhere else, which is pretty big ask. Like those like theoretical ones, like Copilot kind of tries to do, but they also kind of tucked it back. Anyway, that like does it seem like I did this task and you still see it on my OmniFocus? Maybe prompt me about it. Hey, did email processing inbox processing in bed this morning. Okay, cool. Ooh, joining a Zoom work session. Nice. Um, that's a thing that I would like to do. Or create. Okay, had a whole thought. Yeah, I think there's going to be a fair amount of mind sweeping happening. Most of the ones that don't get checked off are the physical tasks, do the dishes. Yeah. Yeah. For a lot of those that I like really want to do daily that are actually in OmniFocus, um, I have a widget. And I know this isn't possible for all task managers, but I have because they're usually things I could like do on a break theoretically. And so I have like a break perspective widget. So I see them, like I actually see them throughout the day. So I can check them off. I don't think you'd want the AI to. Yeah, I totally get it. And then, and this is also not what I'm recommending, just what I think is true for me. I also or I mean, I know it's true for me, but I don't know if it's necessary for other people. I have a evening routine shortcut, and when I remember to run it, one of the things it does is pop up that list like of these things. What did you do? I have a tag in my OmniFocus that are like really quick things to check off that I might not have thought about that I already did, which is weird. And I'm not sure if I want to keep that one or not, but it still exists at this moment. And so it'll also show me those. Like, hey, here's some things you that are like quick to check off that you might have done. Yeah, those are things I have currently because those are the ones I am the least likely to like consciously check off. But I don't check off like big work things a lot of the time too. I'm like, I did it, go me. Now, hopefully I will review that project in enough time to catch if I didn't mark it off, like, well, I still remember if I did it or not. But sometimes I'll find old ones where I'm like, I think I did this, but I actually need to check, which is not that fun. I actually think what I want to do first is check update project list. This is something I've been keeping in Notability, where it like sort of writes off, like lists these sort of main project areas and I can see them. Okay. More mind sweeping. I'm just writing out my thoughts on this item. And while I said that out loud, I lost the thought I was about to write down. Maybe I should check this assumption I have. Hey, Allie texted that they're doing some review stuff one-handed on their own, like while they're also trying to soothe the child back to sleep. So, hey, that's pretty great. Um, hmm, okay. I'm checking up during the review. It's pretty manageable. I did all those things. Yeah, yeah. During the review is, I mean, and that is part of what they're for, right? Like it's to catch the things we might have otherwise missed. Okay. No, not title. I don't know what the title was. No, that is not true. If you look in the description, this definitely exists. Oh, you're only doing titles? I don't know what my titles say. Hmm. Hey, situated and ready to get started. Go you. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing this. And I should have had it, but I've also been going off the rails. Okay, so that is there. That still hasn't happened. Is there a time that would be good for it this week? No. Yeah, this one is that magic thing of requires focus and I don't want to do it because sometimes you can get like, oh, I'll do it during thing that's on. It's also going to take some focus. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. I just remembered something. Hmm. Okay. I'm looking at this project list because I think I dropped a ball. It's for volunteer stuff, but I still don't like dropping balls, even if it's one that has lower consequences. Mm. Okay. Okay. So that would be an ideal thing. Maybe after that. Oh, I should be on break. Oops. It's harder when I can't see it up in the computer. Um, Still concerned that I don't think there's enough like sitting at my desk while not in a meeting time to do a lot of these. But That's just that's the competitive one. Of course, walks are competitive too. I guess I get more of those done. Because still, it's not like I finish everything. Like I could spend a 2 hour hike and only like get done the sort of day-to-day stuff, like replying to emails and whatnot. But I feel like I make progress on those things faster. Okay. Maybe. Okay. I've got a bunch of coaching things in here to review and have ready to go. So sort of fit those in different places. Um, I took a picture yesterday, like a screenshot of an Apple Intelligence suggestion for finishing a text that was, or responding to a text that not, did not sound like me at all, or something that I would do. Okay, I got distracted, forgot to do the timer. That's the thing. I did, however, update my project list. Okay, so I think a quick review, as quick as I can, of these. That's not a color I want to use. When I get back would be a good idea. All right, I shall be back. Hmm. That was a mistake. I was like, oh, I could get a bite of food while it's doing it. It doesn't take that long. Stop cameras. Oops. All right, I have to keep my trash can on the table because otherwise, apparently, my toddler loves trash cans and toilets and trash bags. I decided I'm taking the pill anyway. Um, the one I couldn't remember if I had taken it or not. Okay, let's review my calendar. Oh, I got some stuff I got to do. I would have mentioned it to my spouse, but wasn't able to. Okay, going to make some notes. Do. Okay. So I'm going to put in a Okay. Um, people to text. Okay, those are other random calendar things that are not this week, but they were things that needed to happen. Okay. Gonna check how far out I have physical therapy scheduled. I do have some. Ollie says, still coming, I swear. Scheduled for tomorrow. I don't have it scheduled today. I tried to make sure, much as it'd be great to have it scheduled, every day. I also tried to make sure it was a time I might actually do it. And Tuesdays, I'm not sure if I would actually do it. Like I had to cancel the one yesterday because I had a client scheduled for then, the time I had. Okay, I've got that Saturday. Let's do that Saturday. Um, what else? Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I think that's intentional. Okay. Oh, good. I got the toll violation notice. Those have been going around, which is impressive in a state that doesn't really have toll roads. Interesting. Okay. One more. Finally got reply, so I was replying again. Uh okay. What do I have? Oh, gross. It's important. Okay. Um, that's kind of as far as I trust my system to have it out. So calendar. We didn't get rid of the thing. Okay. Right. I'm running the co-working. I'm running the co-working shortcut. I haven't checked on chat in a while. Oh. Let me know how it's going if you have any updates. That's mostly done. Oops. Yeah, this is mostly done. I don't think I'm going to talk this one today. That's pretty good. What else did I have in my other list? Hmm. There's that. What else do I want to make sure? Okay. Hmm. All right. I think I'm going to actually fix say what I just wrote. I'm actually going to, because I only have 5 minutes. You can see that. But I think I'm going to fix this because I don't think I can plan a project effectively in 5 minutes. So let's go find that task that I don't like. Here we are. Show in projects. Okay. So forgot to get this one entirely last month. What did they say? Oh, this one can't be refilled online. Please call. Is there a phone number there? There is. I can't. All right. So put a new phone number in. Like that I press and hold and it only offers to call it, not copy and paste it. Do a screenshot. Copy, paste. Okay, remove the tag. This is the wrong location. No. I hate that I've just made this a tag in my system. It fills me with sad. Okay. Fix my tags. Okay, so I updated that particular one, I think. I just realized I don't know what's happening with this other prescription. Is it just not move over? Mhm. Realizing I should probably change my other ones. Oh, hey, have a wild Ollie. Why, hello.
I am so sad to be so much past when I wish I was here, and I want to inform you that I was doing my routine, which I discovered I'm in a cycle of get on track, do really well, resent it, let it slide off, get hurt because I'm not doing it, and then come back on and do it really well. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm the resentment is, a whole other issue, but the awareness of that cycle now makes it easier for me to go, okay, yes, I could put that off until later. I'm not going to. For me personally, in this very specific instance, and why is this falling down? All right, I'm here.
Okay.
I have ice on my knees. I have food. I have a drink. And I am present. And I have been doing review all day. In every moment, I wasn't doing something else.
Okay.
So this is not me starting fresh on review, which is really exciting. Mm-hmm.
Yay. Oh, I should be on break. I was like, oh yeah,
Mm.
what can I do in 5 minutes? This is totally a task I can do in 5 minutes. And then I found like other 5 minute tasks.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Get out of here. Get out
but
of
I
here.
did them,
Mm-hmm.
and I will. This is what I'm doing when I get back,
Mm-hmm.
and then yay. Okay, I will see you shortly.
So my in the document here, my it says that my inbox is 62. That's not correct. But I want to talk about how it went over 100 since that time, and it's now at 14, which is a pretty awesome number for me. We're still at 5 in the inbox for D&D. which is not my primary focus at the moment. Jeez. All right, I'm gonna check do. Okay.
How's it
Hello.
coming?
It's coming. It really is.
Yay! My ability to forget to eat is amazing.
Um, that's a word in the English language that grammatically fits in that sentence for sure.
Dork. Mm. Okay. All right. I need to fix the tags of that task real quick because I've just made a big mess. Delete and
Can you make the face with monocle emoji your entire personality? Let's find out.
okay.
That is a joke. I'm on a mission to make no singular thing my entire personality. I figured you knew this, but
I don't think I need to see dropped tags.
what I need to see is anything through my glasses.
Sometimes when Eric makes a lot of dumb jokes that throw my brain off track while I'm trying to focus on something, he says, "Are you gonna hit me?" If he's really making a series of bad puns, he grabs onto my waist and says, "Don't leave me." My tags need some work. I don't think it negatively impacts me on a day-to-day basis, but they're not great. There's a lot of things I don't use and probably shouldn't have anymore. Okay, and then my phone.
The client just sent an email that was resting them for a while. Yay! Kermit arms.
Yay!
Kermit arms. Kermit arms. I'm so happy. My systems are so beautiful and I love them.
You got to mention.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you all about the coaching that we did.
That seems unethical.
It does.
Okay, these guys are done. Now, I have one of those things where I know I wrote up a thing about what I wanted to do for this project. I feel like it was very detailed. So I know when I find it, it will not be as detailed as I think it is, but I also don't feel like I understand it. So I think I still need to find it.
Well, that does make sense. You know, you're only a pretty face. You have no brains to speak of.
I'm not sure how that's related.
You said you don't understand it.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I
Um.
okay, I don't remember saying that.
Mm, oh, jeez.
Uh-oh. It ain't here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I don't know if I updated it. No, I didn't. I remember writing like, hey, I need to reach out to person about thing, and I need to do this, and I don't know where they are. Okay, here it is. I found it. I found it.
Huzzah.
I don't think there's more to it than this. Okay. So I feel like the first action is find emails. I think I have more than this written somewhere, but I am not going to go find it because this is enough to trigger my brain, I hope.
I find it very, very amusing. I purchased more cold packs for myself. This is not the part that I find amusing. Purchased more cold packs for myself to help treat my knees while I'm recovering from this injury. And I have this fantastic little like sling, which fits the ice pack that I bought, to go to bind it around, you know, a body part such as your knees. What I use it for once I'm done icing is I wind the same patch around both of my knees together, the same sling, and hold on the heating pad onto both of my knees. It works really well. Except if I want to walk, then it's less so. But the heating pad is plugged in anyway, so I couldn't go far. So
Okay.
basically, if you receive a message that says, I just fell because my knees were tied together, that's why. I'm not entirely sure I could bring myself to admit that that happened even to you, with whom I have shared many embarrassing intimacies.
Well, you're also talking to somebody who has spent like quite a considerable amount of time with their legs tied together, which is not normal.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
So
Yes. And now that I'm coming to think about that and you saying it, I'm thinking to myself, I need to make sure that I limit the amount of time I spend in this position. Not that it'll ever
You
come
stretch
close
and
to the
move
amount of you spent.
periodically. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yes. We do not want to get to that Brittany lack of repetitive strain injury.
Uh,
Because the human body needs its middle grounds. The extremes
Human
tend
body needs
to
variety
yes,
also. Like,
yes, variety. The lack of movement or too much. Both can be issues. All right. So the next step is going to be processing inbox. Let me check the document. Strike.
mm, the medications I have taken today are not adequate.
Oh, I'm planning on starting clonidine on Sunday because I discovered it makes contact lenses uncomfortable to wear, and so I'm gonna wait until after I wear contact lenses for my cosplay to start it. Because my prediction as to how that reality would go is that if I started the medication now, it would 100% make contact lenses difficult to wear, but not see any benefit yet of the benefit that I'm looking for it to give me. And so it would just be like, I am miserable because I can't stand these contact lenses and I don't have any benefit from the meds yet. So we're starting it on Sunday.
That's fine, but there is usually partial benefit immediately.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it.
It's just it doesn't get ramp up to the full amount for a couple weeks.
Cool. All right. That is very good to know.
Um,
Am I
my
delaying taking a medication because of Astarion the Pale Elf? Yes, I am.
yeah,
Actually.
I don't doubt this for a second. Um, but I just wanted to point that out.
Yes.
My prescription is that I take one guanfacine and one clonidine, but I will take an extra clonidine if it's not adequate.
Understood.
Like today,
Mm-hmm.
still
Yes.
not adequate.
My doctor is starting me off on the lowest dose, of course, which hopefully would also mean that maybe if I do get the fatigue side effect, that it would be lessened initially, maybe.
I mean, in theory, but also
Human
in
brains.
theory, like caffeine would always keep us awake or always
Mm,
do blah, blah, blah. And that's not true.
it's fair. Yeah, no,
So
no.
theoretic, that is a sound theory that may or may not prove out in reality.
Indeed, and we shall find out. But you will be definitely along for every step of this journey. I mean, well, you will be kept abreast of every step of this journey. Okay, I'm gonna process my inbox. Project.
All right, I'm gonna have to look at this email right now because I just am thinking about this project. I'm like, ugh, which
I'm
means I do not.
sorry that you're ugh. State of being is a state of ugness.
I'm definitely feeling the not enough information to plan.
Mm.
I wonder if I'm on the website. Oh yeah, how's that going? When was this email thread? Okay.
Mm, I love my heating pad so very much. A bunch of things that I ordered from Amazon that I really, really want are going to be arriving today, and I'm very excited.
Yay.
Also, I had this idea. Are you familiar with a bead maze made of fabric?
A what?
Okay, it's basically you make a maze out of fabric, and the stitching is the walls of the maze, and you have a bead
Okay.
inside, and you move it through. It's a fidget. I've made some for the kids, and then because we're trying to get River to have accessible stims slash fidgets, which are not socially inappropriate. Um, and so this was a thought that I have because I made these bead mazes. I thought, what if I made little bracers, like fantasy armor bracers, and there was a bead maze on the bracers?
Mm.
This is a very exciting concept for me.
Okay.
I did a big B of adding a bunch of projects to my list on the 4th of May. And so now I have a bunch of projects that say started May the 4th. And that makes me happy. I was really excited about that. I was like, whenever I see those, I'm gonna think May the 4th be with you and be happy. So I want to get them all inputted today so I can say for real that they all read it that day. I also need a word that means I'm ready to fight you, but you is the person I care about, but mostly it's your negative self-talk. I'm ready to fight your negative self-talk on your behalf. I
Let's
need a word
consult a
that means
German.
that. Yes, yes. Yeah, I'll do that. I could also make it up.
Yes. I mean, like sometimes we might call that somebody else's demons, but
Yeah, no, but specifically the state of being of I'm ready to fight your demons on your behalf.
yeah, well, I was just trying to make part of it shorter and then,
Mm,
you know, prune away until we get to the,
edit.
yeah.
Yes. By the way, I recently discovered that that my kids like a food that I like. It's easy to make, quick to make, and cheap and readily available.
Mm,
Right?
that's pretty
Now,
great.
the one drawback is I don't think it's daddyable serving at the moment, but it might be in the future.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna go on a break I will come back and assess if there's anything else I can do while I'm waiting for this response. In fact, I will write that down. I don't like that much green. Okay. Now it looks like duck colors. Okay. I'm going to stop overthinking this
Go.
and go to a
Yep.
break. I'll
Jam.
see you in a minute.
Bye. Big child shoe organization binge. When can I do that? When would it be fun to do that?
Okay. Coming back.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, Lenny was like, oh, I want a bead maze. I love when you have to push drawstrings through a sewn channel. Oh, I hate that. Although a bead maze sounds better than that. I will go to battle with you against these ghastly demons of yours, is what they
Nice.
suggested. Dang it, running out of time with just 13 inbox. Oh no. Okay, we will watch for your brag later today. Okay. Okay. That's me telling myself I can do this.
All right, I'm gonna see how many of these inbox items I can get done before I need to scram for nap time, because according to my beloved spouse, the nap that took place like 90 minutes ago almost was non-existent. So we're gonna try again.
Oh, cool.
One more time. It was fell asleep on the couch, so this is unsurprising.
Mm.
All right, time to Pavlov Ollie. I just set all of my various supplements and medication reminders to the same ringtone when the alarm goes off.
Oh, good, good. Hey, Shibby.
Hi, Shivy.
Welcome. Starting with poetry and film. Oh, interesting.
Yes. Heck yeah.
Wow. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna hear back right away. So I think I need to back away. Okay. I will get this in just, I can't, without the answer, I can't picture the content yet, but I can brainstorm the thing. Wow, my brain doesn't want to.
Oh, brain. I imagine a time in the future when I'm going to go through my Todoist and really scrub it for like old someday maybes that don't matter anymore and stuff, and it's going to be really satisfying. I'm excited about that. This might be 12 to 18 months in the future, but I can imagine a time, and that is very, very important.
I like it. Okay. Okay, I just wrote out an idea and then I wrote by it, not part of the minimum viable.
Ah, yes. All right. I have processed all of the things in the inbox up until something that I added less than an hour ago. Oh, yeah. And now I am going to go off for small one's nap time. I will not
Okay.
be back, but I probably will be doing more review at some point.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for being here and holding this space for me and for everybody else. We appreciate you.
Mwah.
Bye.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to set myself a reminder for tomorrow. Cool. So the project I'm planning is supposed to be speaking at Max Stock, and I want to put out posts or newsletter or something. Thinking newsletter. I don't know if I'll do posts or not. That is the part I realized was not minimum viable. And I'm like, oh yeah, I should ask so and so because they're actually in the area. Like, ask them directly if they're interested in going. And also, an Apple nerd. And instead of Max Stock, Siri thought I said Max Stalker. So that's cool. Okay. I'm really wishing I'd sent that email later because now I actually feel like, okay, I could plan this if I knew the answer. Instead, I'm like, if this, then that. Okay. Apparently, I'm still in the brainstorming phase. Which is then a totally separate topic I need to have. Okay. I've talked to I'm having so many feels around this other aspect that it's just stalling out because I'm not comfortable addressing it, which is not great. Um, Hmm. I'm kind of feeling like a coward because it's a conversation I don't want to have. I just want it to magically be okay. Oh, speaking of uncomfortable conversations, there's another one that I wanted to have. Okay. Oops. Okay. Okay. I feel like these are not at the state that I would actually put them into OmniFocus, even though that's what it says. I don't like this state of things. Okay. This is where it is. Okay. Now, Oh, my aspirin. I'm going to see if I can get these into my node. That's a reasonable idea I just had. just remembered my thing I'm supposed to have. I'm supposed to have. You missed earlier my timer and my computer just to want to talk to each other. I probably need to restart my computer, but I realized this with 3 minutes before the start of the live stream that would probably be a good idea and elected not to. Okay, so that's possibly what the talk could be about is like this is very meta. And I do not mean the offensive company. My talk is on automating posting to social media. And I was like, hey, maybe my posts, like, because there's one I've been like, oh, I need to make this one an official automation. And my plan has been to make it, before I give the talk. And I was like, oh, I can make it to post about the talk. And I was like, oh, and then I could use that one as the example for the post and then record it posting. And then I'll also have a video post talking about how to automate posting images to social media on multiple channels. Um, um, oops. Make that part of the keyboard maestro macro. Yay. No, not Marco, macro. Very easy to type the wrong one. Okay. That was the maybe. That goes there. And feed the website info into chat GPT. Uh, I sort of like the meta making the thing as part of the social media post. Like, oh, well, that's not the minimum Bible. And it's true. It's not. But uh if I was gonna make it anyway, it makes sense to make it and use it for this. The problem is like creating social media posts that are like images involves creating a social media post that's an image. And that is sometimes a task I don't want to do. We spent a 45-minute, hour-long meeting this morning, like fixing an image post for people to put up. Yeah. Should I Cantina song. And then okay, these are in here. What needs to actually go into? Let me focus. Oh, I need to be damned for a break. Okay. Let me update the document. So I guess I did that part. I guess I still says the same thing because I put it everywhere else. Because I wasn't ready to put it OmniFocus. So I guess that's still accurate. Cool. All right. I will go on a break and then I will be back. I'm agreeing to all the software so that I can update my phone while I'm finishing this up. Mm. Oh, thanks. Okay. I will put these into OmniFocus. Okay. Don't know where this should live. Actually. Huh. Um, 2, I don't know. New folder. Is that right? I don't know. I will experiment with this for now, having its own folder. Folder's like, it's not necessarily the top header, but I've been having like base folders be my different roles. But I'm now feeling like there's so many roles, I can't juggle them all. But I also don't know which one this would go under. So it's probably the right call for right now. Um, hmm. Um, okay. Excuse me. Okay. Mm. Okay. Hmm. Okay. That's about all I can do right now. Okay. That is the wrong tab. Plan. Okay. Okay. I think. um, Okay. Look at that. I think I mostly have this one in, so I can kind of scribble it out. Yay! I put it into OmniFocus. Um, okay. I don't have long, but I think I would like to. I want to see what's in here and in here. I think I'll really have time to do it, but I want to feel like I'm not neglecting these guys. Okay. These are like actual perspectives in my OmniFocus that I feel like I ignore too often. Okay, that's a fine idea, but it's not happening this week. Again, that two. I think I'm just avoiding this one. Hmm. Okay. Had a really beefy spider on my lip. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. I have done the first one. I've done this one. Oops. I didn't want, not that one. Okay. I don't know what that means. I did do that today. Hmm. Oh, an area to update for this week, which is hmm. Okay, I want to make sure that this project reflects. Oh, started doing something else. Okay. What's the other? Uh, not really. Okay. Okay, those are all great ideas, but probably not going to happen right now. Everything that is in there that it looks like I need to schedule is actually scheduled. I want to put check now. Projects in OmniFocus. So that is to these ones. I just want to double check. I sort of like I was saying a lot earlier to Linnea is check that they're up to date. Like the thing that I said I'm doing next is actually reflected in OmniFocus, that I checked off the thing that was previous, that kind of thing. Really, it just human, just not under human. Really? Okay, let's look at this one. That is not happening in any way, shape, or form. Okay. Is this? There's too much here. There's just too much here. Okay, I know it's not under there. It's not under there. Is this project? Oh, here it is. Oh, it's not under anything. That's why. Okay. I guess since I can't see anything there, that's done. Okay. I think this no longer needs to be sequential. Okay. That's maybe an as soon as I'm done here, actually. So I will put it in the appropriate place. That's done. That's almost done. Okay. Look at me go. I'm wrapping up. Okay. Nope. Okay. That looks pretty good. Never get to clean out as much as I want to, but I'm doing the things for now. But also realizing that I need to finish clearing out those older things because I have like duplicate folder names. I'm just not able to find what I'm looking for easily, and I don't like that. Not at all. Okay. One last thing. Okay. I think that's me. Thank you so much for joining. Bye.